Alright, here we are back at the bench, guys. I know I've already split one engine before, tore it down and everything, so I'm not gonna go into real in depth about tearing it down. I'm just gonna pretty much this is just so everybody can follow the builds and the owner can follow the build, stuff like that. So, but I'm still gonna show you guys a few things along the way. If you're looking for a teardown video in detail, look for a video titled "How to Split Cases," and in that video there, I walk you guys through everything with the clutch cover still on it and all that good stuff. So this flywheel tool here is available on eBay. This is a cheap little $10 one, but it does fine for me. I've been using it a long time. I actually have a spare just in case this one ever peters out on me. Go ahead and pop this off. See what our timing was set at. Timing was at 4 degrees. That's cool. Bolts on a Stator are a 10mm head. Yeah, it does have the grommet. It's just really worn. Pull this baby out of there. Fish the wires through. I'm curious to see what's inside this thing. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull the top end off. Okay. There we go. Now we can slide this one off. Look at here. You have a gasket and there are O-rings on there. You don't need a gasket. If it gets better than that, then you put the gasket on right. See the up? They had that backwards too, so. All right, let's go and get them jugs off of there. See if I can get some more light for us over here. My stupid light right over my bench went out, so kind of wing it a little bit. See what this does. There we go. All right, we're going to put our cylinders off. All right, so we got these off. These are all ready to go. I guess we'll go ahead and I'm just gonna pull the intakes and everything with the cylinders. Okay. So to take this C-clip out of here, just reach in this little groove with a small flathead and just grab that C-clip just like that and walk it out of there. Just do the same for the other side. Alright, I got the C-clips out, so now we can go ahead and just push the wrist pins out. Sometimes they can be a little tough. Make sure you take something to catch the edge and tap it right through gently. There we go. Okay, then the same for the other side. Just take something to use as a drift and tap it through. Just far enough that it'll come right off the rod, just like that. And I'm going to mark these pistons real fast before I lose track of what they came out of. And I just mark them like this, just so I know what side's which. I'm going to take this coolant pipe out of here real quick, just so I can get it out of my way. There's a small O-ring on it, pop that off, and then there's a small little wire clip that you can take off just like that. And then the tube will just push right out the back side like that. Now we can go ahead and get this case split. Our shifter is off the other side, of course, so we can go ahead and just pull the shift shaft right out. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get these bolts out. These here need to come out because they hold the two case halves together. These up here don't really have to come out, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get those out. I'm sure they're not going to want to come out, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, that one's all jacked up. More clutch pieces back there. If you guys saw the tear down, the clutch was trashed. Nope. Okay. Let me get my impact driver. Probably gonna have to grind a slot in that bolt head over there like we did on the clutch cover, because it looks pretty bad. I'm gonna move this light back a little bit. Uh-oh, it's going dead on me. Try to make this quick. Yeah, so both these are trashed big time. See there? So I'm gonna have to grind a slot nose to get them off. I'm gonna charge my light and then we'll be back. Okay, I charged my light for a few minutes. We're gonna see if that gives us enough time to get everything done and get the cases split. My Dremel is gonna be too small to get in there, so I'm gonna use my 90-degree die grinder to grind a couple of slots in there. So I'm gonna do that now. Just try to get dead center if you can. That's one there. Let me move this motor around a little bit. All right, and I'm gonna try the other. I had the camera pretty far back, y'all are zoomed in. So I'm gonna see what I can do here. That looks good. So now we have a slot cut in each one, and we're going to use our impact driver now to hopefully knock those out. So I got my fathead bit in there already, and I'm going to go ahead and see what happens. Make sure it's in reverse. We got one. It's coming out really tight. The good thing is it's turning. Yeah, we got it now. Okay, now we can go ahead and finally get this baby taken apart. These top bolts are going to be 10 millimeters. Okay, now we can flip it over and get the ones out of the bottom. Alright, now we can take our bottom ones out. Okay, now you can go ahead and give them a little tap right there, and then I usually hit this other corner down here. Usually hit right here, this corner here. Coming apart. Here we go. Come right off. Okay. And then we can go ahead and lift the crank and everything out of there. Lift our crank out. Lift our train out. And we can lift this second shaft out. And there we go. We got it. We got this baby. Right, I got a hole in my bench right here because I used to do transmission work back in the day. That was where I put my input shafts at, put my clutch drums and stuff together. But anyway, I'm gonna stand this tranny up in there and take a drift and try to knock that clutch rod through all the way. And I'm going that way with it because the other side's already buggered up pretty bad. Right here where it welded, so there's no sense trying to drive that all the way through. So I'm just going to take and stick a drift in there and see if I can drive it through. So yep, we got it out. Alright, so we got the ball and clutch rod out of the tranny. So I have a brand new rod here. I'm gonna just try and see a brand new Yamaha clutch rod. Let's see if it'll slide in the tranny. Yeah, slides in nice and smooth. Let's see here, slide it in the correct end, and it slides right through. So if I get this bushing off of here, I think the tranny will still be usable. I'm just going to take a look at all the gears and everything and be sure we're still good to go. Alright guys, like I said, it wasn't going to be a real in-depth walkthrough or anything like that. It was just kind of a follow-along video. Hope you guys keep following along the build. It's going to be a pretty interesting build, pretty nice bike. So I'm going to get my shop cleaned up, call it a day. And the next video you guys see from me will be an in-depth video. It's going to be tear down of the front end of the bike. It's going to be the whole suspension tear down. The front end tear down. It's going to be pulling off the rear axle, carrier, swing arm, and tearing down the rest of the frame. And I will go slow on that and explain everything to you guys. And so be looking forward to it. We'll go ahead and finish this bike up tomorrow as far as getting it tore down and ready for powder. You guys have a good day and God bless.